So if you caught the 2026 World Cup quarterfinals, you already know we witnessed an absolute, undeniable classic. We are looking at Roja's late show today. A highly dramatic, just pulse-pounding 2-1 victory for Spain over an incredibly resilient Belgium side. We're going to dissect exactly how this thriller unfolded, digging right into the crucial turning points and those wild tactical shifts that totally define the match.
37. Now, just think about that number for a second. Going into this quarterfinal, Spain was riding this unbelievable, historic 37-match unbeaten streak. Honestly, in international football, maintaining a run like that, it's practically unheard of. It requires tactical perfection, ironclad mental resilience, the whole shebang. But, as you're about to see, on this historic night, that streak was taken right to the absolute brink. I mean, it was very nearly shattered.
Section 1. A Clash of Titans. Let's set the stage.
The backdrop for all this drama was the magnificent SoFi Stadium over in Los Angeles, and the stakes, well, they literally could not have been higher. This wasn't just another game. This was a massive, high-stakes battle for a coveted spot in the FIFA World Cup 2026 semifinals. The pressure riding on both of these teams was just palpable right from the opening whistle. You could feel that every single pass, every tackle, every little tactical decision carried the heavy weight of a nation's World Cup dreams.
Section 2. Breaking the clean sheet. Okay, so the first 45 minutes delivered this rapid, almost whiplash-inducing swing in momentum. Spain started the match exactly how you'd expect, right? Taking control early, completely dominating possession in their typical, suffocating fashion. The breakthrough finally arrives in the 30th minute, and it was a beautifully worked sequence. Lamine Yamal and Pedro Porro combined brilliantly down the right flank to find Dani Olmo. Now, the Belgian goalkeeper, Thibaut Courtois, actually managed to make a great save on Olmo's initial shot, but Fabián Ruiz reacted the quickest, just slamming home the rebound to put Roja ahead. At this point, Spain looked completely untroubled. But then, right against the run of play, a massive shock. 41st minute, Timothy Castagne delivers this absolute pinpoint cross into the box, and Charles De Ketelaere literally muscles past Spanish defender Pau Cubarsí to score this incredibly powerful header. Boom. Just like that, the momentum flipped entirely. Now, you might be wondering, why was that 41st minute goal such a heavy blow to Spain? Well, this wasn't just a regular equalizer. This was a historically weighty moment. This was actually the very first goal Spain had conceded in the entire 2026 World Cup tournament. Let that sink in for a minute. Their defense had been absolutely impenetrable up until that exact second, snapping goalkeeper Unai Simon's record-breaking defensive run. Suddenly, Spain's aura of invincibility totally pierced. It was a massive psychological shock to the system, and suddenly we had a brand new ballgame heading into halftime.
Section 3. Tiers and tactical shifts. Let's look at the second half.
So the second half turns into this tense, edge-of-your-seat tactical chess match, but the absolute turning point came in the 71st minute, and it was just devastating for Belgium. Their veteran star keeper, Thibaut Courtois, goes down with a thigh injury. He actually had to be forced off the pitch in tears. It's a heartbreaking image for any football fan, really. And in his place, enter Lamine, a substitute goalkeeper, completely cold, thrust directly into the blazing fire of a high-pressure World Cup quarterfinal with a score locked at 1-1. The immense pressure placed on his shoulders in that instant is it's almost unimaginable.
Moving on to Section 4, the super sub strikes. Fast forward to the 86th minute. Spanish manager Luis de la Fuente looks over to his bench. He knows he needs a spark, right? He desperately needs to rewrite the script before that final whistle blows. So he brings on Mikel Merino. And as we're about to see, this singular, absolutely crucial late substitution fundamentally changes the entire dynamic of the dying minutes of this match. Just 2 minutes later, in the 88th minute, history is made. I mean, it happened in an absolute flash. Step 1, Spanish defender Pau Cubarsí steps up and launches this stinging, low strike from long range. Step 2, that tricky bounce proves just a bit too much for the substitute keeper, Lamine, who spills the ball right into the heart of the danger area. And step 3, who is there? Mikel Merino. Sprinting inside the box, he pounces on the loose ball and just thumps it into the net. The corner flag is completely swarmed. Wild celebrations erupt all over the pitch. La Roja reclaims the lead with literally minutes to spare. His second consecutive late-game winner off the bench in the knockout stages. You guys, Merino didn't just get lucky here. This highlights his incredibly elite striker instincts. He has pretty much cemented this newfound reputation as Spain's ultimate knockout stage savior. I mean, to come off the bench cold and read the play brilliantly enough to anticipate that spill in back-to-back knockout games, that is the absolute definition of clutch. Which brings us to Section 5, Spain's final stand.
The conclusion of this match was absolute chaos. Pure, unadulterated chaos. The referee signaled for 7 frantic minutes of stoppage time, and Belgium threw absolutely everything they had forward. Romelu Lukaku spearheaded this relentless, frankly terrifying Belgian attack. At one point, it honestly looked like the equalizer was guaranteed. Alexis Salamaker somehow managed to completely bypass Spanish keeper Unai Simon. The goal was wide open, gaping. But then, out of nowhere, Aymeric Laporte executes this miraculous, spectacular, acrobatic volley clearance right off the goal line to keep the lead intact. It was an astonishing moment of do-or-die defending that quite literally saved Spain's entire tournament. When that final whistle finally blew, the relief and the joy were just immense. Spain celebrated not just an incredible 2-1 victory, but extending their remarkable unbeaten streak to 37 matches. So now, they march onward to next Tuesday in Dallas, facing a monumental task. A semi-final showdown against the absolute tournament favorites, France. Which leaves us with a massive, looming question, doesn't it? Can Spain's historic 37-match unbeaten streak actually survive against tournament favorites France? I mean, they survived the late drama, the injuries, and the sheer goal line chaos against Belgium. But France represents the ultimate test of their dominance. Will the Roja continue their march to glory, or will the streak finally end in Dallas? What do you think? Thank you so much for joining